Hello everyone, myself Jaya Agarwal, Assistant Professor Political Science, SPCGCA Ajmer. Once again, I welcome you all in my this new chapter that is Manu, paper second of BA part first, and we will talk about taxation or financial aspect or financial views on financial aspect according to Manu. So let's start. Here we go. Uh, Treasury is life of the state. King should try to keep it brimful. Nothing can be done without it. Waging of war, performing religious rites, helping the poor, conduct of welfare activities, etc. First of all, I want to tell about taxation or treasury. Manu has included treasury as one of the constituent element of the state. One of the constituent element of the state, which we read in Saptang theory. Seven organs of the state, and treasury is also one most important component or element of the state. When we say that it is a constituent element of the state, it is itself clear that how much treasury is important for the state or the king. That's why it is the duty of the king, and king should keep his treasury uh, brimful, or he is to manage or he is to keep his financial condition very sound. And next one is nothing can be done without it. That's mean without money or wealth or treasury we can do nothing. And here we are talking about the king, and king has to perform so many duties, and without treasury or money nothing can be done. And Manu has mentioned some principles for strengthening the treasury, which are mentioned as below. Let's have a look. First one is taxes are to be levied for the good of the people. For the good of the people means for the welfare of the people. That's mean taxes should be imposed, and the main aim of imposing taxes should be welfare of the public. And second one is taxes are to be levied on profit, which should be calculated after deducting various expenses. This is the most important tax related principle or theory given by Manu. And when we study about ancient Indian political thinkers, we can see that every Indian political thinker, every ancient Indian political thinker has mentioned or has supported this theory that if a king impose taxes, that he must follow some principles so that public will not suffer, and his treasury can be kept brimful. Next one is money is to be realized for big projects. And next one is taxation should be painless, alike bees, etc. Here we can see the one instance or one example of bees, like he has given example of bees. Because a king should behave like a bee while we talk about the taxation. As have you ever seen a bee that he consume honey just only for his basic need, or whatever it wants, means not unnecessarily he never collects or never use its honey. And a king should tax the people so that they will not they can pay easily and without any pain. Next one is tax should not be excessive. Manu mentions taxes as bali. Bali, we are talking here about bali. Bali was a kind of tax, and this is regular taxes for protection and fees on market products, fines, taxes on animals, gold, etc. Levy on crafts and artisans. People are life of the king. They should not be taxed beyond their capacity. As weakening of the body leads to decline of life, so the king dies through overtaxing his people. Means there should be tax according to the income, how much a person income earned, and according to that income tax should be imposed in proportion to his income. Next one is middle path is the golden rule of taxation. He should never take tax from the Brahmins committed or devoted to the study of the Vedas. This is most important thing. In today's scenario, we can deny it, but as we have been studying about ancient Indian political thinkers, so according to at that time, means it can be said contemporary, or at that time it was quite a general assumption that Brahmins who are ranked as first place in the society, therefore, and they do not have any source of bread and butter, therefore they should not be taxed. Rather, he should help the needy Brahmins and the Kshatriyas, and wealth of the subjects should be protected by the king from thieves and dacoits in manner of protection of son by his father. And a good king always keeps his treasury full. Again, he has asserted that it is very important for a king that he should keep his treasury full, and he should have regular sources of income for the to fulfill the needs of the society of the country. Thank you very much.